It is mango season here in South Florida. Let's make some mango jam. Okay, so as you can see, we have the round mango and the long mango. They actually come from two different trees and the flavor actually is different. This round mango is a lot sweeter, while this one has kind of a weird taste. It's not the same. So when we make our jam, I'm purposefully going to mix the two together because this flavor majorly outweighs this one, but this one still tastes good enough and it's gonna add more volume to our jam. This is our full setup. Of course, the cutting boards, a bowl for just getting the meat off the mango, our beautiful mangoes, and then I ordered a bunch of mason jars. And then I went to Publix here in Florida. I got SURE-JELL, and then I got Splenda because we wanna make this as low calorie as we can. Okay, now it's time to peel these mangoes, and I like to do it really right before they go rotten. It's when they're the sweetest and the softest, and at that point, it's easier to peel them with your hands more so than with a knife. It's just falling right out of the skin, but when you smell it, it's gonna be a sweet smell. If you get some meat stuck on the skin, you can literally just scrape it. Okay, I needed to put my hair up in a bun because I don't want it getting inside of the jam. If you're going through your mango and you find a point that is getting a little questionable, just scoop it out. I found a point like that right now. And scoop out even a little bit extra beyond what you think is necessary just to keep it legit. Ah, you've discovered my experiment. You see it just squish right off the seed. And we're gonna try to get it as clean off the seed as we can. Some of the pulp will stay, but you should be able to get a good amount of the juice off of it. So we'll just keep doing that until we get through this entire batch. Okay, I'm not gonna take you through the trenches with me to see every single mango get peeled, but this is a quick progress update. We have this massive bowl overflowing with mango. I'm about to grab another massive bowl and we're gonna fill that one up. Now that everything's peeled, I was fine taking my hair back down. The difference in these jars, this is an 8-ounce jar and this one is, let's see, 125 ounces. So 125 ounces versus 8 ounces. In the end, all of our mangoes are gonna end up here, but I'm gonna use this as the master mason. It's where we're gonna weigh all of the mangoes and most likely where we're gonna mix a lot of the ingredients before dispersing them into the 8-ounce. Okay, our master mason jar is on the food scale. We have our spatula, it's set to 0, so we are ready to weigh our mango puree. Let's see how much this ends up weighing. Trying to do this without losing product. I lost a little bit. We're gonna scoop that right up. I was really shocked at how naturally sweet this is. This is way sweeter than any mango that I've had at the grocery store. And I really think that one of the keys, it's the type of mango that it is. Obviously it's homegrown and you can never beat a homegrown fruit or vegetable. It's just the honest truth and we all know it. But, oh my gosh, look at our master mason jar. I also think that when you wait for it to be truly, truly ripe, it makes a massive difference. And I have not used any type of blender yet. This is simply juicy because of how ripe it was. So, as you can see, we have a lot of mango to work with. So coming back to the rest of the ingredients, we have 18 grams of SURE-JELL, which is this. We have 184 grams of water, 45 grams of lime juice, and 42 Splenda packets all here. Okay, grab a hand blender. It is time to blend this mango. Okay, I'm gonna put this on turbo speed. you're gonna see all of this delicious, creamy mango piled up on the blender. So we're gonna make sure we take full advantage of this. Get it all off, use every last drop. I want you to see the texture of this. It's very, very smooth. This would be so delicious in so many different forms. This is what it looks like. So good. Grab a big pot and we're gonna combine all of these things together. Yum. Now we are gonna make sure that we get out everything with our spatula. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the water inside of the mango jar first to try to just force out the rest of this mango. I'm mixing, just trying to maximize everything that we can out of this. So let's put our water. You can see that that did get even more out, but there's still some stuck to the sides, unfortunately. So we just gotta keep trying. Okay. And now we got our lime juice and we're gonna add that as well. Then we need to mix it all up. And then before we put this on heat, we need to grab our powder SURE-JELL. And add it into our mango mix. Here, we're mixing it until there are no lumps. Very important. Before we put it on heat, we need this to all just be one smooth mixture. And what I can tell you is that I have been stirring this for literally 2 seconds and it's already mixing in perfectly. So it doesn't look like there's gonna be any issue getting this to do what it needs to do. With that being said, I know that when you're using thickeners, if you mix it for a little bit longer, it's good because it's really making sure that there's no lumps, and then it's also helping the thickening process. So I'm gonna mix even more than I have to. Back in with my electric mixer. Even though it's not necessary, I feel like this is gonna make it even better. Is like very, very smooth. So, okay, we are setting this to medium high and we need to stir frequently while we're cooking this up. Okay, we've reached the point where this thing is bubbling pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in the Splenda and then we're gonna stir it for exactly 1 minute and then we'll take it off the heat. At this point, we need to give it a taste and see if it needs more sugar or if it's fine as is. It is delicious. I absolutely love it, but I like really sweet things, so I'm gonna add 15 more sugar packets. This is Splenda in my case. I've used 42 packets so far. I'm adding 15 more. So we are gonna let this cool for 5 minutes and then we're gonna come back, see how it's doing, give it one final taste. If it needs more Splenda, we add more, and then we put them into our jars and let them cool. Okay, let's do our final taste. I love it. I think it turned out amazing. So our next step is going to be weighing it back in our master mason jar. This comes back to wanting to properly track the calories per jar. So if you don't care about that, we better turn this on. If you don't care about the calories, ignore this. But if you do, you'll need to weigh it before adding, like you need the total mixture before adding it to each. Let's look at the master mason jar. He's big, and we're gonna go now into these small little jars, and we're gonna see how many jars can we fill with this mixture. If you have a guess, let me know in the comments. Okay, in the end, we have like 11.8 cans of mango. I'm super happy with this result. It tastes delicious. We're gonna try it again whenever it's actually cold in a jam, but this is awesome. So here's the final shot, the product of our labor. Absolutely delicious, absolutely worth it. Let me know if you end up trying this. I would love to hear how it went for you in the comments. I'm obsessed, truly.
Ela é a gata, mais gata da balada.